Hello. In this video tutorial, I would like to show you what kind of tasks Nav3DAgent can perform and how you can use it in your game scenarios. In general, an agent can perform three types of tasks. First one is moving towards a single point in space. The second one is moving along a sequence of points, like waypoints. And third one is pursuing a moving transform. In order to demonstrate first one type of tasks, I prepared a simple scene using the elements I used before in my previous tutorial about how to configure Nav3DAgent config. Here we have a Nav3D initializer component. It needed to start off Nav3D systems. The obstacle, grouped obstacle, composed of three separate cubes, and the Nav3D obstacle component at the root one game object, the agent, where we can find Nav3DAgent base component, and the simple agent controller that was used in the last tutorial as well, at the point that will be followed by an agent. Let's take a quick look at the simple agent controller again. Here we have quite usual things. The first one is serialized target point, which agent should following. On the wake, we executing init method needed to initialize our systems. Here we're using a subscribe to the on Nav3D init event, and if Nav3D manager already initialized at the moment of the subscription, the delegate will be execute instantly without any subscription. It's hidden code undercut on the Nav3D manager. At the init, we just doing two simple things. The first one, we take in our Nav3DAgent component and order to move to single point. Move to call is for such using. Let's look what happens in the play mode. Yes, our agent moved from his initial position to the point one, as I guessed. Now let's add some more points to follow in order to demonstrate a waypoint-like movement behavior. And I should substitute simple agent controller to waypoint controller, waypoint agent controller. Here I need to fill three target points that agent should visit. And let's take a quick look on how waypoint agent controller is organized. The first one, serialized variable target points, and other is the same except their Nav3DAgent method. Here we should use move to points one. It takes vector3 array as a main argument. This is the points the agent should visit. And here we cast the list to array. And let's try how is it works. Everything all right. The agent moving, visiting the first, second, and third points sequentially. And at the third point, he's ended his movement. And now I want to say some more about move to points method arguments. Here I have a possibility to loop our trajectory, waypoint trajectory. It means that the agent will not stop its movement when he achieves the last one point. Now without enabled loop, argument. Unfinished callback will called uh, when agent achieves the last point of the points array. Let's try how it works. Here we have to fill the argument of unfinished callback. Let's just destroy our agent when he finished his movement. Let's check how it works. Everything is fine. The agent was destroyed when he reached the last point. Now let's enable loop argument to see how it will move by waypoints endlessly. Yes, everything is alright. He just continued moving by the points when he reached the last one. And I want to mention one more useful parameter. If the loop parameter is disabled, the agent will always start moving from the first point in the array, regardless where he is located. But if you want the agent to start moving from the closest waypoint and not from the first one, then you should enable the start from closest parameter. Let's disable the loop option and look how it works. Yes, the agent moving from its initial position to the first one, and then to the second one, and then to the third one. Now let's enable our start from closest parameter. And let's look how it affects the agent behavior. Yes, he chose just the closest point, and when he finished his moving, he destroyed, because here we have the same callback as before. And I would like to emphasize that when we using the loop option, the enabled loop option, it's always assumed by the agent that start from closest is enabled. Let's look again. Choose the closest one point and then continues to move through the waypoint sequentially. And finally, let's look how a moving transform following works. Let's create another agent that will follow the blue one. Let's attach the usual components. No. And I want the red agent was a little faster than the blue one to be able to catch him. Let's create a copy of the blue one config. And in the speed section, we should do little changes. Let's attach config. Oops. And let's attach new controller. As a target, we should attach agent blue in the field. And let's take a look how it implemented. Here we have a serialized field with target. And on the init call, we should call follow target method of the Nav3DAgent. And let's take a look how it works. And here I have a problem because the blue one agent trying to avoid the red one. So, and the red one is never reached its center because the reach distance is 0 by default. So we should increase target reach distance to overcome this problem. Oh, and we forgot to implement our delegate. I want that what objects was destroyed when the red one catch the blue one agent. So we have to fill on reach argument. Let's destroy the target agent and our self agent. And let's look. Yes, it succeeded finally. And I want to mention a parameter that might be useful. It allows you to make a pursuit endless. If you enable it, the onReach delegate will never be executed, and the pursuit process will never stop. It named like persecute, oh, sorry, follow continuously. Let's make it true and see how it influed on the piercing process. And we can observe how the persecution process continues endlessly. Oh, and here we see some interesting behavior. It's caused by the agents trying to avoid each other. In order to prevent such weird behavior, let's switch both agents' motion navigation type to global to let them ignore each other. Yes, and we can observe how they not trying to avoid each other. That's okay. Thanks for watching. And if you still have any question about how to use Nav3D agent, please write to the email or to the forum thread dedicated to Nav3D.